Hi Capricorn, welcome to the Modern Spiritualist. My name is Raheem. Today I'm going to be doing the general August reading for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if you know your sun sign and it's Capricorn, you are in the right place. If you know your moon and your rising signs, make sure to look for those as well. I went ahead and already pulled the spread, and I've got a couple of cards for each week to roughly get you through the month. Not that it's going to be like so split. Some of these energies will hang out for longer, some will be shorter, and each will vary according to your situation, so take what resonates and leave what does not. I did a Thoth THOTH spread, it's my favorite deck, for the main energies, and then I used the Albano weight to do an overlay to bring more insight into the situation for each week. So for the first week of August, we have the Six of Swords, and that is paired with the Five of Swords in the reverse. Second week of August, we have the Princess of Wands, and that is paired with the Strength card. In the third week, we have the Seven of Swords reversed, and that is paired with the Nine of Cups. And in the fourth week, we have the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Beautiful energy, and that is paired with the Star card, which is fantastic. Okay, Capricorn, so let's start with the Six of Swords. You're in transition right now. Some of you, I get the sense that you may be kind of like leveling up in frequency, leveling up on the molecular level. I've been getting that energy coming in for a lot of signs, so it's just kind of in the air, it's kind of in the collective. Everyone's raising in consciousness, which is really, really cool. If things feel chaotic right now, that's honestly just kind of part of it. Like right around the chaos towery energy that we've all been kind of experiencing on the collective, the people that choose to approach it with awareness, they level up. So that's kind of what's naturally happening. You're thinking about a lot. You may be trying to bring where you feel that you are at, kind of emotionally, mentally, intuitively, spiritually, all those things. I get the sense that you're trying to figure out how to bring your new frequency down into your physical material world. So you may just really be thinking about how you're going to open up your world, how you are going to bring your kind of new frequency, new energy level into your life, because on the physical plane, things kind of they manifest at the slowest rate. I mean, things are manifesting all the time. The fact that we're in bodies is what gives us the ability to manifest things in form. Spirits can't do that. They can't manifest in form because they are formless. And so humans have the amazing potential and power to manifest what they want into form, which is ultimately why we're here, right? To learn how to do that in a good way and be good humans about that kind of manifestation power. So you guys are just thinking about, okay, with the stuff that I'm thinking about, with the stuff that I'm feeling, with the stuff that I know intuitively and that I'm experiencing intuitively, how do I bring this into my life and see the results of it, right? And so one thing is just patience. The other thing is persistence. I don't think Capricorn has any issues with either of those things for the most part. And the other is just believing and trusting that you can do it and you will do it, which I think is what most of you guys need to hear. It is paired with the Five of Swords reversed, which means that you're moving away from harsher energies. It's really giving me this transitional frequency of you kind of were here and now you're here, right? You were here in the direct, and in the upright, and now you're here, which means that you're moving away from this energy. Now, the energy of the Five of Swords, I get the sense it's a lot of like mental sparring. It could be between you and others. There could be fights, maybe fights for like intellectual dominance, things like that. Trying to assert your own power and experience in a situation with others, or they're doing that to you and you're defending yourself. Or you are just you were in your own head battling out information, battling out thought processes and ideas, and your ideas just weren't meshing well, your thoughts weren't meshing well. Maybe it felt like there were a lot of contradictory things kind of going on in the mental hemisphere. And I get the sense that you're moving on, that things are starting to sync up again. You're starting to feel more aligned with your mind and your body and your spirit and things like that. And maybe that is trickling into your relationships with others as well, because when you're aligned, you are being present in an energy of alignment that other people pick up on, and it's easier for them to resonate with you without like picking a fight or trying to assert something, because because they don't need to, because your energy is not confusing. You know what I mean? And so if you're not confused, if you are feeling aligned and clear, then that will leak into everything in your life, everything that you're doing. And so this is really, really good. Just be mindful that being in transition's weird, because you're kind of like half in the old way of being and half in the new way of being. And you have this new understanding, but sometimes you're just operating on the old level habitually. So if you catch yourself doing that, don't be hard on yourself. Just like be proud of yourself that you were aware that you caught yourself doing that, and then move yourself back into the new energy. And this is how we form new energy habits, right? So just be aware they can be kind of chaotic when we're in the cusp of some kind of transition like this. In the second week, we have the Princess of Wands, which means that a fire is being lit under you again. If you can see literally this, I mean, the figure is like, she's like got a magic wand that has like the sun on the end of it. This is the energy of Sagittarius, I believe. I could be wrong, though. Fire energy, anyway. I believe it's Sagittarius. And she's like carrying this tiger by its tail, which symbols like ferocity and creativity, sexuality. And then she's like traveling up this huge flame. So it's literally like passion rising from the earth through your belly and then up and out. It's pure inspiration. It's being right on the cusp of applying your ideas and the things you've been thinking about to your reality, so you guys may be taking some action steps towards the things that you want. It's paired with the strength card. So we have like a lot of like, I mean, this is a tiger and this is a lion, but we have a lot of like, I don't know, like big cat energy going on. And even in some decks, the strength card is a tiger, I believe. So I feel like that's significant symbology to me. That's kind of showing up double. So if you work with lion or tiger, definitely like journey to them, talk to them, channel their energy, call on them, and see what they have for you in particular. If not, don't worry about it. It's just fun. Maybe just be the energy that you're embodying right now in some way, or however the symbols mean to you personally is going to be significant potentially this week. The strength card is all about knowing that you can do it. So I think, again, in relation to you being in transition, it can also be rather tiring, because when you're like forming these new habits and synapses and like, things like that, you're basically like recalibrating everything in your body. So if you are in that place and you feel tired, like that's totally normal. See if you can set aside time to just be with yourself, be with your own thoughts, rest, let your body chill out, get a few extra hours of sleep, maybe if you can wing that, and just go easy on yourself. Pull into self-care, because at least me personally, and I'm a Capricorn sun, I end up feeling like the least in control when I'm exhausted. Like that's when everything starts to fall apart. I start resorting to like older unconscious behaviors that I've just moved past, that like I know better, but like that's where I end up in, just because I'm like running on like no fuel. And the thing about the old habit is you don't have to think about it, and so you're expending less energy. The new habit, you have to consciously think about it to bring it into manifestation and make it become really habitual. So when you're in that place where you're trying to do a lot of new things, it can be tiring. It can be tiring, and once we're tired, that's when we start reverting back. So if you're kind of like on this like fluctuating path right now, even with the Princess of Swords, like there can be some fluctuations with movement. Flames kind of go like this. Just let yourself be in that space, accept it, and know that you do have the strength to move through this. You're just gonna have to give yourself permission to fail, and then succeed, and then fail again, and then succeed until you're really at this new point, totally and completely, and the old way is gone. Okay. In the third week, we have the Seven of Swords reversed, which I like this better in the reverse. You're just rethinking, you're re-strategizing, you're maybe trying to structure your life in new ways, which, I mean, we've all been doing that for months with kind of like, the pandemic, but this is a big adjustment point for all of us. We're all needing to live on the collective level differently than we have been, and we're still on that, kind of platform. We're still kind of figuring out how all this is going to play out for us individually in our lives, the way that we're going to live. So, you may just be rethinking, work. Are you giving too much? Are you giving too little? Are you not getting return on investment? And that can just be, that doesn't have to be money, that can literally just be energy. Like, are you being compensated enough for the work that you're doing? Are you enjoying the work that you're doing? Home life and relationships, are you receiving as much as you are giving to others? Are others pulling on your energy in ways that you don't appreciate and you'd like to pull back? Because that is fine too. You don't have to give everybody your all no matter what they expect. You set those parameters, you set those boundaries, you set those expectations. Relationships take two, and that includes the things that you need and even the things that you want from other people in your life or don't want. So be aware of that. Some of you may be even like rearranging in your home. Some of you may be moving house actually with all this transition going on. So yeah, I like this for you. I get the sense that you're just kind of weeding out the habits or things in your life that you just don't have room for anymore, and you're kind of rethinking how do you want to structure things so that you kind of maximize your energy potential, and you're not burning out and things like that, which is really important for Capricorn because Capricorns work. Capricorns are always working on something. Clarifying that, we have the Nine of Cups, which means that something may actually be coming in for you this week, something that you've been wanting for a really long time, and that may be why you actually need to restructure now. You need to make room for this new thing, which probably means weeding out things that you no longer have room for. So if something comes in for you this week, make room for it. Celebrate it. Give yourself permission to be proud of yourself for whatever this is, because whatever it is, you did it. Whether you were manifesting it unconsciously or whether you put in a lot of work to achieve it, this is coming in for you for a reason. Celebrate it, express gratitude, all of those things. Yeah, I really just feel like you're getting something that you wanted here. And that could be big or that could be small. But either way, it's going to create a shift for you, because in the fourth week, we have the Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups is emotional rebirth. So again, it's a leveling up. I get the sense that by the end of the month, this transition process that you're kind of navigating starts to culminate in like the peak experience, and you found yourself, kind of realizing that you are fully and firmly in this new place. You're not 1 foot in, 1 foot out anymore. You are in this new place, right? And so this is just you're going to be manifesting more things to you, right? Nine of Cups energy, Master Manifester. You are going to be just like in a new place energetically, a new place emotionally. You're going to be in a place where you're just like feeling a lot better and deciding what you want from there, because you're going to be a new person by the end of this month. It's paired with the Eight of Wands, which means you may be rather busy. So I get the sense that this Nine of Cups really is bringing in something for you. It could be career, finances, money, new relationships. Whatever it is, it's going to keep you busy moving forward. And so you're doing a lot of things for this Nine of Cups energy offer, experience, whatever it is, and you're feeling really, really good about it. I get the sense that you're managing your energy a lot better by the end of the month, because you spent the first half of the month weeding out all these things that no longer serve you, right? And it's paired with the Star card, which means that you are really like in your element. You are in your highest vibration. You are listening to the universe. You are manifesting things at the spiritual level, which you will see the fruits of at later dates, as long as you continue to manifest, continue to believe in yourself, and continue to take action and stay persistent. The Star card is all about who you are on the eternal level, like who you are beyond your body, which if any of you, I actually strongly encourage you guys to do this month, especially with the Star energy moving around, where you can actually get yourself into a meditative state, visualize, do whatever it is that you do. If you journey, do that to your own highest self and have a conversation, because what you start to realize is that when your higher self is manifesting outside of your body or presenting themselves to you outside of your body, it doesn't have all the same limitations that we in a human brain and a human body kind of experience, just because we're in form, right? Which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just we're in form and we're here to experience limitation, and that's part of the deal. But if you can reconnect with the you that is eternal, the you that is outside of this body, you can really tap into your infinite potential and how you want to channel that infinite potential in this life, in your body. Okay, so connect with your higher self this week, because I get the sense that you guys are going to be very you're going to have different motivations by the end of the month. You're going to have a different, maybe even idea of reality, or you're experiencing reality on a higher frequency. You're experiencing yourself on a higher frequency. And so when you reach that place, you're going to have to reconsider, right? The Seven of Swords energy, rethink, reconsider how you want to navigate your life, what it is that you really want, and then you might go after things that maybe felt impossible before, but suddenly you have this open road and you realize that you can do so much more than you thought was possible before. So this is one of the most positive readings I have seen ever, maybe. It feels really ecstatic, but it feels centered. It feels grounded and ecstatic at the same time, which is the perfect alignment. That's exactly where you want to be. Again, you may just feel quite tired. You may be fluctuating between the old way and the new way. Just accept that that's part of the path, and that you're moving towards the new way, and that by the end of this month or around then, you are going to get there. You're going to get to the place where you were always meant to be, right? So thank you guys. I hope you have a great month. If you like this video, make sure to hit like so that other people can see it. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see the next Capricorn video. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me to better figure out how these energies are specifically playing out in your life and your situation, then please schedule something with me. I will leave the link to my website in the description box below, and you can book my services. Otherwise, I hope to see you guys next month, and have a great month.